Morning, wherever you are, Maze. I hope your morning is turning out fine like mine. I hope umekuwa na wiki poa. We have all the reason to give thanks back to God. Maze, nakushukuru sana wewe mwenye uko hapo nje for always tuning in, for always liking and sharing. We don't have enough words to thank you, but anyway, thank you, Maze. And then again, I'd like to welcome you to another session of Just a Podcast. As always, I'm your host with the Moses. They call me Timothy. And our social medias remain the same. On YouTube is at Just a Podcast. On Twitter is at Just a Podcast. On Anchor is anchor.fm/Ivusa-Timothy, and the same on Spotify. Continue sharing, continue liking, and continue inviting new people. Kama unataka to do session, I'm always here, I'm always free. Let's do this, Maze. And today, Maze, before we go any further, I'd like to talk about fear. The main topic of today is fear. Fear ni ile anything that inakuhinda to do something or to achieve something because you don't know what's on the other side. We have many types of fears, and fear ndio kitu kubwa sana ina affect day to day life ya a human being. What's your fear? I know my fears. I know some of them, but sio zote. But you yourself unajua the fears that you have, what are hindering you from achieving what you want. Those are your fears. So what are your fears? We all have our fears, Kila mtu ako na uoga zake. And it's not okay to have fear. Okay, it's human to fear, but it's not okay to have fear. Kwa sababu you see, your fear act as a hindrance for you to reach vitu zenye unataka ku reach. Like if you have a goal in mind and you want to achieve it, so but you have a certain fear. As always, ile fear ina dominate everything, ni fear of unknown. I think you ina cut across in every situation. Kila mtu anakuanga na ile at the back of the mind, unakuanga na what if kose ku happen. Acha ile physical fears ama emotional fears, like physical fears like you labda unaogopa dogi but una overcome with time, ama unaogopa kufanya kitu fulani because of the repercussions, ama labda unaogopa kutumia a substance, unaogopa because utakuwa na addiction, ama maybe you fear your parents, maybe you fear the society, maybe you fear the community that you live in, ama maybe you fear your friends, how they'll perceive you, or your partner even. Kuna watu wanaogopa vitu mingi and the fear starts in the mind. So ama you have that emotional fear that unaogopa kuachwa, and when you fear being left, unakuanga na una develop something like a protective mechanism whereby unajiguard, umeficha hiyo fear ndani, umeitengenezea a wall so you cannot overcome that fear. But the best thing to do is to face your fears, to face your demons. Kwa sababu if you go on fearing day in day out, with time utapata that ndio for the moment ume come with a short term solution, but what's the long term solution? Hauna long term solution. But remember, if una postpone your fears, una postpone your demons, ultimately one day zitakam, na zikikam kama zote ziko inclusive, itakuwa tricky, because I'd rather see you face your fears today, your demons today, for ultimately one day zitakam. There's this hii song ya J. Cole inaitwa Intro and Friends, iko kwa hii album yake inajiita KOD, Kids on Drugs. Inakuanga na a very positive message on how one should handle fear. I think it's better if you go and check it out. Just check it out. You don't have to download the whole album, but you just have to pick out that one song. It's the first song. It's the introduction, intro and friends. So that's the first fear. Actually, it may break down all of our fears that we have. We have a fear of being in a wrong group, being profiled, the fear of using wrong substances zenye zinaweza kuaffect, fear of unknown, fear of maybe not achieving zile vitu zote zenye ulikuwa umepangia. So now that you come una realize, manze, I thought when I reached a certain age nitakuwa nimeachieve vitu fulani na fulani. So una find out it's a bit tricky because umereach your age na vitu bado ziko the same. Una realize the world imekuwa all along imekuwa the same. The world has been bigger than your own thoughts. So una realize with time hivi ndio vitu zinaendelea kuwa, hivi ndio zitakuwa. There's no other way. You just have to accept it the way they are. Yeah, the situation will remain the same. I heard that the best way to overcome a fear is to accept that you have the fear. So when you accept that you have the fear, it's the first step of overcoming that fear, and then the other things zita flow. With time vitu zita flow. Utapata actually the other side ilikuwa more beautiful. Okay, I may say like this, but remember, deep down I also have my fears. The best thing that I can try to do about it is to talk about it. Yeah. Now that I'm talking about the fear that I have deep down, I'm on a journey to overcome that fear which I have inside. As an artist, at times I fear that what if easy podcast nazifanya, what if e-music naifanya, what if all these blogs that I'm writing, what if they never get to impact anybody? At the end of the day, at the end of the period of which I'm hoping zitafika zi mature at a maturity stage, what if I never get to be famous? Okay, I may say I do conscious music and I don't do it probably to get famous or to get known, but for to bring a lasting solution. But then again, I'm just human, you know, and at the back of my mind nakuwa na ile nini, ile a thing inside me yenye inaniambia you're just human, and after all of this is done, you are aiming for an end product, an end solution, and that end solution is to get known. So I have that fear also of what if. So should I drop doing this? Should I? No, I cannot drop, even if kama haitai make it out, I just have to continue doing it. Kwa sababu nikisema niache, maybe imeanza ku become imeanza ku impact a few, ama ilikuwa imeanza kunini bring a change out there, na nikaiacha all of a sudden, which is not right. So anyway, you just have to realize what's your fear. You have the second step, you talk about it. The third step, fear, to realize it was just a figment of your imagination. It's nothing else. It's just what you imagine. Kuna kitu ingine ya maana. You realize the other side. It's so beautiful that una wonder, what if ninge realize mapema that this was the thing holding me down. Ningekuwa kama ni kuomoka, ningekuwa niliomoka kitambo. Yeah? Wacha tuende kwa break, and then when we come back we continue with the second session.